Well, talk about the National Football League right now as you see it, man. Let's get into a little bit of football.
The state of the game.
The state of the game, man. We both believe running backs are making a comeback because I believe it has to. Linebackers are getting smaller. Now you can start handing stuff to the runners and let them run the football. This is your state of the game right now as you see it, especially now the young person is a little different coming into the league. They're getting paid in college. I mean, real money now. How do you see the state of football?
Well, as it relates to the running back,
yeah,
it's really interesting. They play a style of offense. I don't know if you're going to agree with this and stuff. Most of it is a read option.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't really make a lot of sense when you don't have a quarterback that can actually run.
Yeah.
And majority of the teams don't have quarterbacks that are runners, and they don't want them to run. And so a lot of times I see the ball handed off, and the defensive end just comes and crashes down and tackles it back behind the line of scrimmage.
Because there ain't no way in the world this finna run this ball out here.
And I'm going like, I mean, no wonder the productivity has gone down a little bit because they're doing things that aren't very, very smart.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand, even down by the goal line, I just don't understand that the numbers, you're running shotgun and it's, six men at the line of scrimmage and I got 8 in the box and you're still running it right into the strength.
Yeah.
And you don't have a quarterback that can actually make the defensive end hesitate, that's actually going to run the ball, that's a threat. And several teams are doing it. And it's going like, I don't understand this.
The guys out there out coaching themselves. They playing chess. I mean, they playing checkers. Playing chess.
I don't know. I think it's such a me too. If one team does it, everybody does it. Nobody is strong enough to say, listen, I'm going to do something different, And there used to be 1 or 2 coaches like that, but now it's just like
you know what? Cable used to fight for me for that. It was power. That was my favorite play.
Kick out one back, one pull, follow the double.
But we had a situation where our quarterback could actually pull that and then get jiggy with it. So it was like, okay, well, if we can utilize all of it, why not just open up the playbook?
Right.
Don't make us one-dimensional in the run game, which sounds crazy don't make us one-dimensional in the run game. And we got this who will run down the face of anybody that you put over there. Mm-hmm. Like, why not utilize that? And then mix it up and then do your, RPO and, the little fancy stuff. But the way I see it is like quarterbacks, coaches, they, like you said, a Me Too lead and, they doing it, this work, this, then, the third. But you don't have the personnel that team got over there that's doing it.
That's another good point, though, right? I mean, I understand. We talk about the quarterback again. Majority of these quarterbacks are like statues. And so you shouldn't be running that particular style.
You shouldn't be running that scheme.
Offense at all, right? Because any guy with any common sense is just going to say, he's not running. I'm just going to go straight to the back. And you see so many guys get hit behind the line of scrimmage, and most of them are like, man, what is this? This back ain't doing the job.
And then and then they look at the offensive line like, oh, they ain't blocking.
Right, exactly.
I got a free hitter coming off the edge every time.
Well, we got to understand, how the spread was invented. It was invented because teams with lesser resources were going up with teams with more resources, and you had to develop a scheme that could block them, that could try to block teams that were better than you.
To trick them.
Yeah, to trick them a little bit. You know what I mean?
I
honestly think it's some bad talent evaluating at the National Football League level. I always talk about quarterbacks.
No, you know what you always talk about.
Yeah.
See, look, I don't want to, because we got greatness in our presence. I don't want. So the thing is, Mike, we got this jar here, corporate Mike jar. That's what it's called.
It's not the corporate
Mike jar. It's the corporate Mike
jar. If anybody does something.
So what I see him doing right now is he's plugging himself. And did you hear? He said the National Football League. I'm just going to put that out there that you just said that right now. But that's not why I did what I did. Because I don't want to, go away from the fact. He did that because he wants to be a GM. Not for no other reason of whatever was said. He's making his case for him to be a GM at
Is
some
that
point.
the case, Mark?
That's not the case.
Oh, okay.
I'm really just having a conversation.
Who do the scouting?
I think I'm gonna start interviewing you guys.
See?
Hell, hey, look, man, take over. Hey, I'll tell you about when we did. I'll tell you about the time we got. When we brought Greatness on the show and he took over and started interviewing us. That's when we got.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We often hear about the red flags we should avoid, but what if we focus more on looking for green flags in friendships and partners? If you're not sure what they look like, therapy can help you identify green flags. Whether you're dating, married, building a friendship, or just working on yourself, it's time to form relationships that love you back. Thankfully, I got my boy Beast Mode in the green flag friendship. Therapy can help with coping skills and creating boundaries. We got those boundaries on the football field, but now got to make sure we get them off the field as well. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. And you can easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/getgot today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/getgot.